Hi everyone, I'm Cendril. Welcome back to Let's Play Breath of Fire 2. Now, you may not recognize where we are. This is where I am on the map. It's south of Tunlin, I believe. I think I'm right on that. I've been here before in my exploration, so you could just get here with warp once you've found it. This is the town of Guntz. Now, there's nothing we would normally need to do here yet, story-wise. But you'll want to come here because there's a few things you should pick up. One, you'll want to pick up a blinded, whatever it's supposed to be, blended shield for Rand. He's going to need it. He can use the mail, but they're the same thing. I'll show you. See, they go in the same slot. So, pick up the shield, it's better. And he can't use anything else. The brass sword isn't as strong as the goblin sword if you picked it up. The most important thing here is the shield for Rand. He needs it. You can pick up anything else you want. What you'll also want to pick up, and this will sound weird, but just trust me on this. I'll show you why in a little bit. You'll want to pick up some frisbees. I know, why frisbees? Well, they're very helpful for what we're going to be doing. You see, I have 8 on me. Pick some up. Carry at least half a dozen, that way you don't have to come back so often. And the building right above the dragon statue that you can see, that's the inn. So there is an inn here as well. We're going to save. Now, Rand is going to have to be much stronger than he probably is in your party. More than likely is for your party. Oh, we'll just fight. So we need to get Rand some levels. You may be wondering where's the best place to level. You can fight outside here. You can hope for some of the sea sludge, because they give a lot of experience, right? Well, there's actually a much better spot to level up, but it is much more dangerous. Store your cash, save, take the necessary precautions. There's a few ways you can use this trick, and I'll be going over them. We don't need warp. There we go. As you see, Rand already has a lot of levels for me. I've been doing this already, but I'm going to show it off to you. You can use this to level up any character fairly quickly. It's still grindy, which is a little sad, but honestly, this is the best way to do it. Welcome to Monster Island. That's the best Ricardo Montalban I got. Anyway. This is, as I said, Monster Island. Like Fantasy Island, so I said Ricardo Montalban. Y'all are probably way too young to remember that. And even I'm too young to remember that. I just know because my parents watched it when I was younger. Anyway. This is the A Sludge, Alpha Sludge, whatever you want to call it. Death. We win. 12,234 points of experience and 950 coins. Wow. Right? This is the best way to level. Now, there are a lot of threats here. That is one of the 2 enemies you want to face here, the sludge. Death, and it's over. See you later. Super simple. Let's enter this house real quick. I was plowing this land and found a shining rock. When you hold the rock in your hands, you can see the bones. Isn't it strange? What? You think you know us? You must be mistaken. I don't know you. But veterans of the first Breath of Fire do know you. A nice little homage, I guess you could say, a little bit of a throwback to two familiar characters. Very cool, very cool. But we're going to. I'm going to show off the enemies here. Kind of show you how to use this trick. As you can see, Rand is already 28. I've done some of this off screen. Death is over. Ton of experience points for everybody. You'll want to bring along whoever needs the experience. For me, it's Rand, and I want Cat to keep the experience. Now, this is one of the enemies you really don't want to fight. This enemy is really annoying. It's Gong Head. Now, it's a really big Gong Head. And you see, the enemies here are really huge, so you only face one. That's the trick. That you can just kill it and move on. But the Gong Head is resistant to the death spell or the shot, bow shot, and that's the other way you can do these fights. I'll go over that a little bit more a little later. But since it's resistant to it, now you could fight it. It's got a ton of HP, just like the Alpha Sludge. I'm gonna call it the Alpha Sludge. The Gong you could fight normally, but it's really annoying. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that one. It does a lot of damage, as you're about to see. And I have the most terrible luck with running. I really do. Well, Cat's dead. And this is the problem when you do run into it. Yay, great, we run. And Cat's already down. That's why I bought a couple of extra life pills. You could just warp and heal at the end, but for sake of time, from an LP standpoint, I want to stay here. So I'm just going to use the item, and we're going to keep going. It is far cheaper just to warp back to Guts, or sail back there, and use the end. The end's only 50 points. Okay, this is the other enemy you want to face here. This is the Chorky, which is kind of a funny name. These are what the Frisbees are for. Frisbee. Poison Breath. Annoying. That's about the most annoying thing he can do. There we go. Bye. 13,050 points of experience. 1,613 points. A lot of coins, a lot of EXP, and with Rand we can just cure poison. Now, if you don't have Frisbees, that fight takes forever and it's not in your favor anymore. He takes almost nothing from magic. Actually, he'll take nothing from magic. Let me reiterate that. Completely resistant to death. Will take only from like 1 to 2 damage per hit from physical attacks. And you see, got a lot of experience if you're only doing 1 to 2 damage an attack. Can use Poison Breath, can use Rot Breath, which is the zombie status effect, which is really nasty. And the attacks do hurt. I think Cat is faster than Blue. Not fast enough. Frisbee! We win! Yay, cat's level 35. This is a really easy way to level. Well, the easiest way to level. It's very dangerous. Like you see, you can take a lot of damage. Characters can die and miss out on experience. Just be careful. Go back to town. Save. Store your money so you don't lose money. This is the most dangerous thing the Alpha Sludge has that I've really seen. 8.0 does a good amount of damage to the party. Still, you'll survive it, and then death and you win. Alright, man. Rand is 29. Blue is 40 now. Blue has a few additional tricks up her sleeve. At level 38, she learns Missile, so she does learn Missile naturally. And at level 39, she learns Bolt X, which is the attack spell, really. As long as the enemy's not resistant to Thunder. Thunder Iron Hammer. Bolt X. This was the really big spell in Breath of Fire, with a few exceptions. Bolt X was the go-to move, and it stays that way here in Breath of Fire 2. Bolt X does a lot of damage. Kill everybody up. Now, there is one set of enemies that's a huge risk-reward in this place. See if we can run into one. Nope. Okay, we'll just use a Frisbee. Now, when you run out of Frisbees, I do recommend not fighting here anymore, going back and buying more. Frisbees are 100 zenny apiece. 100 coins apiece. Here you get 1,613 for one. So I mean, you're making a 1,500 coin profit. Yay, Rio's 34. Yeah, nobody got hurt. It's just rotten breath. But like I said, without Frisbees, that fight is really tough. Now, the Gong Head takes hits like a normal enemy, so you can't do Cat Kick Crit for, you know, 120. Ryu can do quite a bit of damage too. You could Dragon it. There we go, 155. But you see how little of the bar that took? Oh, Cat's dead. That's kind of the thing that happens a lot here. Come on. Thank you. I always am able to run after a party member falls. It's really annoying. Like, that's a prereq or something for me. Oh, Rand's almost out of AP. That's a shame. Kind of goes that easy healing. So, the Gong Head has Cure 4, which gives it a ton of experience, HP back. It's really annoying, and you don't get that much more experience for killing the Gong Head as you do any other enemy. Here. So, really, it's just better to try to run, as fickle as the run system can be. Come on, show that last enemy. The one that I typically don't want to see, but I want to show off. There we go, actually got a good run. How about that? You know? And then it stops. If you get the lead-off attack, you will run. I haven't got a lead-off attack and not been able to run. That would be really goofy. Ha! I got the drop on you! What? I can't run away? Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. I don't really need the herbs because I'm gonna switch completely to life bottles. So just use those anyway. Can't run. Can't run. Can't run. What a shock. It's really annoying, honestly. Come on. Oh, another good way that I just thought of that you can kill the big giant fly, the Chorking, is you can use Chop Chop, because his big thing is that he has a ton of defense. Well, if you have the character with Chop Chop, you're leveling them up. Have them use that, and it should go down in one hit. Pretty sure about that. I haven't done the Chop Chop method here yet. I've been leveling up Bran, and of course Nina for this playthrough is who has Chop Chop. But the frisbee trick works extremely well. You can just use it, and they're cheap compared to how many coins you're going to be getting. They're cheap. Here we go. And what I always do when I come back, I store coins. And then go back out and rinse and repeat all over again. And we're already halfway through the episode. Wow. This took longer to show up than I thought it was going to. But this is really important. This is the best way to get levels, honestly. Right now, anyway. Really just in general, as far as I can remember, right? You just get a ton of experience for not that much effort. That's the thing is, the Gong Head is super annoying. If he didn't have Cure, he wouldn't be too bad, honestly. And I would try to fight it. Frisbee. That's why I have Cat defend. That way she doesn't take that much damage. Easy coins, easy EXP. Come on, game. You're being really stubborn with that last enemy. There's only one more enemy in this place. No. Boy, when I wasn't recording, you were just throwing it at me like it was going out of style. There we go. Now you're actually throwing what I want to see normally. Lead off attack. Well, that makes this easy. Frisbee. It's a lead off attack. Doesn't matter who uses it. So you see, you can get a lot of experience really, really fast. No, Gong Head. Alright, fine. I guess I'll cut the video, which means the next battle will, of course, be the last enemy I want to show off. I'll see you in just a second. Called it! It was the very next fight. Jeez. Okay. These are... they're K-Sludge. I like to call them King Sludge. They are extremely dangerous because there's 3 of them. They hurt just as much as anything else here. But there's 3, so they get 3 attacks. How I like to fight them now. Everybody's got to be fully prepped to do this. This is the most dangerous fight on the island. Is this one? Well, Ice Dragon attack, or actually no. Rand's gonna 8.0. And Blue, you can use Death to try to get one of them. I think they're resistant. They're not immune, but they are resistant to Death. I go Bolt X. If you don't have Bolt X, just use the strongest spell you have. Missile, Fireball, Hail, whatever it is. For me, it's Bolt X, so I use it. Dodge! That's a great start. No, don't knock out Cat. Okay, good. Bolt X. As you can see, almost 250 to each. Ice Dragon. Now, as you can see, it did 250 to each, and the bar really didn't move that much. Ice Dragon. 512 to everything. 8.0. Alright, that's one round. 8.0 again. Now you gotta survive another round. Oh, Cat doesn't. And she typically won't, which is sad. Oh, counterattack, that helps. Sometimes even Ryu won't. This is the risk-reward fight I was talking about. That's this one. You need to get lucky. 64,640 experience and 15,000 coins. Yes, 15,000, not 1,500. Brand moves to level 30. Good. Yes, 15,000 coins. Typically, after that fight, I warp back to town. 1, I want to save the money, and 2, I want to replenish everybody's AP. Especially Ryu's, just in case they pop up again. Now, if you get really lucky, and I did once, they can drop a sacred sash. It's not shield because it's not a shield, but the sacred armor. As you can see, it's a huge boost of defense and even a little bit of vigor compared to the earth armor. A great piece of armor for Ryu to wear. Or anybody else you want to, but since Ryu's always going to be in your party, just about, I give it to Ryu. A very, very good piece of equipment. The King Sludge can drop it. It's risky to fight those King Sludge, but they are extremely worth it. You know, save. Just make sure you're at full AP. You're gonna need every bit of damage you can get. So we're gonna save. And with that, I feel pretty good about Rand's level at 30. We'll see if it's enough. And everybody else is even higher, so you could use this to level up anybody you want. Now, if you're leveling up Bo, Bo can use his shot ability, which has a chance for one-hit kill. The enemies, like the Alpha Sludge that can be one-hit killed, are susceptible to it. So if you don't have blue, you can use Bo in her place and use shot to one-hit kill. Because it's like the death spell. Now, I think the death spell is a little more reliable. But there's that. Plus, with blue, you have access to powerful spells if you need them, like Bolt X, Missile, etc. With all that, we're going to warp back to Farmtown. I'm going to be using Monster Island to get Nina some levels, because I want her level to be up. And you can do this to level up any character you want. All you really need is Bo / blue, because you need the insta-kill to get rid of the Alpha Sludge. And that's it. Other than that, take the party members you want. You will need a strong team to take on the King Sludges, however. Just keep that in mind. Make sure everybody's good to go. I bought Cat a quarterstaff, which, if you have Beretta at your town, her stock has upgraded. It's not super great, but it does have a few things. The quarterstaff. Now, the reason I have a quarterstaff, yes, it has less of offense, but if we come up against enemies that are strong to fire, which we have been, and Cat's heat staff doesn't stand up well, quarterstaff is normal across the board, so she won't be hindered by that. Okay. Think we're ready. Save one more time. Yes. Yes, we'll still continue our journey. Here. Who's that person standing in the farm part? Hello, who are you? Ah, Rand. This is a letter from Daisy. I am having the Eva Church built here. I am going to the Grand Church. May the light of Saint Eva be with you. It's no doubt Daisy's handwriting. What? Daisy understands now how wonderful the Eva Church is. And that's why we are building the church here. What? That doesn't sound like Daisy. No way! There's no way my mother would believe in a religion like yours. What have you done to her? Please stop accusing us. Daisy became a believer of Saint Eva. That's all. Or do you have proof that we did something? You. And Rand just goes crazy. This is the Paladin. This is a boss fight where it's only Rand. This is why Rand needs levels. And the shield, so he can actually take a hit. At least a little better. Okay. Cure 2 will help. Really, what you want to do, you'll just be swinging. Joy shield! Hopefully you got the cloak knife. If not, I think Beretta may have the strongest weapon for you right now. When your health starts to get low, you could use Cure 2, you can use health bottles, you could use whatever you like. But just remember, Rand is slow. That's his biggest weakness. You will need to preempt the healing you need. Don't wait till the last minute to heal. You're not going to get it off in time. Thankfully, especially with the shield. Again, I can't stress how important it is you buy that for Rand, so he can actually take these hits. He'll eventually outdo the damage the Paladin is doing. And then you can get a couple of swings in. Due to Rand's speed, this is a annoying fight. Now, something else I forgot to talk about with the Alpha Sludge, the big green one. It can drop Van extracts. Recover 120 hit points for all. That's why I have 4 of them. They're very nice. I really don't have anything else to say about this fight. It just goes on. And that's due to Rand's speed. If he went first or would dodge once, I could swing a few more times. As long as you have a lot of help bottles, you'll win this fight. It's just a battle of attrition. If you have some extracts or some roast, if you hunted earlier or you've hunted since you've gotten bow, that'll help a lot because those fully restore HP. So it won't be as tedious. You just use a roast or extract or whatever. If this battle still isn't going your way, you may want to level Rand up a couple of more times, just so he has some better stats. And I may need to, honestly. But this is how this fight's gonna go. If Rand is taking more or close to 100 HP a hit, you really do need to get him some more levels. Or buy him the shield, something. Because he needs to be able to out-heal the Paladin or you're gonna get nowhere. And Cure 2 again. Just play it safe. There's no need to rush this battle. You're not on a time limit. You're not in any danger, really. Other than, there we go, a dodge, finally. Good, he's dead. Doesn't have a ton of HP, but just play it safe. You'll win at the end as long as you can out-heal the Paladin's damage. By at least a good chunk, at least 20 to 30. Obtained 1,000 points of experience, 800 coins. Oh! Father Ray! These people are being difficult. Huh? What? You're the ones taking over someone else's land. Oh boy. I have been told that Daisy donated this land after identifying with the teachings of Saint Eva. That's right! This man is mistaken. Mistaken? You have a lot of nerve. Stop it! I have a responsibility to protect the believers of our church. If you continue to act this way, you will have to deal with me. Yeah, let's just... Interesting. You're just another servant to a dumb god. Saint Eva is not a dumb god. Someday you will also understand. Well, I don't understand. I don't want to understand. Now, get off my mother's land. Yeah, Rand's not giving this up. I don't intend to continue with this misunderstanding. However, someday, we will understand each other. Bye, Ray! Still, thanks for teaching us Renew. Something doesn't seem right. You guys know my mother isn't the type of person to change her mind just like that, right? Do you think the Eva church people took her by force? You know what, if you think so, Rand, I'm with you. You agree? We gotta check them out, and their headquarters, and about St. Eva Church. I think St. Eva Church is the problem. Churches in the other towns are being deceived. Don't you think so? Possible. Yeah, everybody's like, eh. But I haven't thought about how to get there. Now, what can we do? If we could fly, it would be easy. Huh. If we could fly. Well, that's not something we're capable of. Oh. Wrong door. Alright, before I bring this episode to a close, one more thing I want to show off. Won't take long, promise. That's right, the map music has changed again. I really like this map music. I really like this one. Which kind of shows that we're in a new phase, chapter, arc of Breath of Fire 2. So, I'm going to end the episode here. There's a few things we can do now that this new arc has started. And we'll start with those things next time. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed your trip to Monster Island. I'll work on that voice. I haven't heard that voice in a while. Anyway, I'm Cendril. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.